So 1 week with the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Did it wow me like this phone here did? I'll get into it. So a week ago, I was able to get my hands on the S22 Ultra. Like a lot of people, I pre-ordered it from Best Buy maybe a month ago, maybe a month and a half, I don't even know. And the launch day came. I was supposed to pick it up on launch day. Phone's not there. But I'll get into how I ended up actually getting this. It's pretty good phone. If you're looking for a new phone, I mean, I'm coming from this old Note 9. I've had this for years, and I mean, it still works fine. I mean, it's getting a little bit slow, but I mean, it still works, does everything I need it to do. The main reason I wanted to go with this phone is basically for the camera. I was looking for something where I could put it on like a gimbal and have some better video footage. So a little bit about this phone, if you didn't already watch some other videos from other people. It's got 4 cameras on the back. This thing will zoom in like 100 times. The cameras are pretty impressive. I think it'll shoot 8K. I ended up going with the 512 because they got rid of the removable storage, which was one thing I really liked about the Note series. All of these have removable storage. Another thing, this was the Note 3. This was an awesome phone. I love this thing. I mean, it's kind of rough now. The back is like deteriorating. It's like it's like sticky. But when you first got it, it was like this. It was plastic, but it felt like leather, you know. But literally the most slick thing, you know. You can just pull this off, and then there's your battery. So who cares how long your battery lasted? You just carry around a couple extra batteries, pop that right in there. There's your removable storage. There's your SIM card. Slap a new battery in there. You're good to go. I mean, at the time, this was like my favorite phone. I mean, if they came back out with something like this, I'd be all over it. Can you imagine carrying around extra batteries for your phone? You can just slap them right in. That didn't even matter. I always had batteries, you know, fully charged in the car, in the house. But yeah, they all had removable storage, which was nice. You can just, you know, transfer your files or your photos or your videos right onto the removable SD card, slap it into your computer, or just, you know, tuck them away. So this one, you can plug it into your computer, you know, transfer your files, which I plan on doing because I'm going to be using this for videos. And you can also use the cloud to back stuff up, or Dropbox, just swap stuff. So I'll probably do that. It's got a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, which should last me the day. I charge my phone every night. And if I'm doing something, you know, intensive like music and GPS going in the car, you know, I'll have it on a charging stand, and it charges. I get to where I go, phone's charged. But for the past week, I mean, I haven't been even close to running it down. I think the lowest I can get it down to, you know, in a normal day is probably 40% when I, you know, go to bed and put it on the charger. I did a unboxing video. I don't even think I'm gonna post it because it was really boring. Literally all they give you is a phone. A phone, the little thing you stick in there for your SIM card, and that's it. I remember when I got this phone, I mean, they gave you headphones, all sorts of stuff. I mean, they even gave you a plug to plug it into the wall. You get a USB-C to USB-C cord. No wall connector, no nothing. But, I mean, I have enough of them. And I think it was this phone, they gave you like wireless headphones with it. Might have been a promo, but not that I really care about, the cheap headphones, but I mean, at least a wall plug, I like wall plugs. I got them all over the place. So a little bit about cases. I always put my phone in a case. I mean, $1,400 for a phone. You're not going to put a case on it. That's just crazy to me. So this is the Samsung LED one, and it's got a wallet in here, if you could call it a wallet. It literally holds 2 cards. So I ended up doing the whole setting up the Samsung Pay thing, so that way I can have my debit card information on here. I have my credit card in here, and then my driver's license. The work truck credit card, I have to keep that in the truck now because it won't fit in my wallet because it's literally tight, which is also nice. So I mean, if you can just fit 2 cards, I mean, you might be able, I could probably fit another one in there now because it's kind of stretched out. But I mean, it is nice because, it folds up nice and slim. So this is the LED one, right? So when you close it, it gives you a little, what time it is. If someone's calling you, it'll display like a little thing. If you're like playing music or something, and you have it hooked up in your car, it has like the music bars going. It's a slick little case. Originally, I picked up this one thinking that it had a wallet, but no wallet on this. So this one here is just the S-View flip cover. All right, so there it is in the flip view one. And then you close it, and it'll display the time right there. Pretty neat. And I bet you get all your notifications. So it's like the phone screen is all inside this thing. So you get your battery, the date, the time. I bet you if someone calls, it'll tell you right there too. And I didn't even tell the phone that the case was on there. So crazy. But yeah, that's neat. You know what? I bet you it's something to do with this little thing. Whatever that is, that's going right on the fingerprint scanner. And I noticed that's in the wallet too. Bet you that's how it knows. But yeah, I'll probably be returning this one because I like a wallet, I don't want to carry a wallet around again. I also ordered Peak Designs. I ordered their case, and they have like a magnetic little flap wallet on the back. So I'll give that a try because I think that might hold a couple more cards. I need to hold like at least 4 cards, I can only get 2 in that. Ton of stuff in this one. It folds nice. It's not all broken. I don't even know what year this came out. I literally dug it out of a box in my basement. When you get a new car, you have to like clean out all the crap from your old one, and you just load it all into like a bin or a tote. And then you're like, oh, what do you do with all this? It's a bunch of crap. Just goes down to the basement. So I'm like, where's my phone? Oh yeah, it's in that bin. Let me go dig it out. Yeah, there it was. I mean, just look at all the stuff in here. That was a good case. Wenbell or something like that. They probably don't make them anymore. This one's really not that old, but the problem with it is I've had the phone for so long, they don't make cases anymore. They're making cases for the new phones right now. They're going to pump them out. Maybe for another year, they'll pump out a bunch of cases, and that's it. Another phone comes out, they don't make them anymore. So all these other cases, they're just sitting on the shelf. So years later, if you need a case, they're literally, this case was made years ago. And it just, even sitting on the shelf in a box, they deteriorate. I ordered one, and the thing was like just falling apart right out of the box. So that's the other issue of keeping old phones. It's tough finding stuff. But even this one, this case, this held a lot. I like this case. I actually I just went onto Amazon, my past orders, I looked it up. I bought this one years ago. I'm like, repurchase. But it does split, you know. But I mean, even this holds, you know, a decent amount of stuff. And it pops out easy. So in the car, you know, you can't use this big ass case on like a car mount. Just doesn't work. So you know, whenever I'm in the car, I gotta pull the phone out, slap it up on the dash, let it charge, or so I can see the GPS, get to where I'm going. I slap it back in, and then, you know, I'm good to go. These cases are super tight. I just don't think I'm gonna be able to. They're tight. So I ended up getting a new charger. So if you're in the same boat as me, and you keep a couple cards on you, and you like using your, you know, car charger, this right here, I haven't tested it yet, but it's gonna go in the car tomorrow. This right here, got it on Amazon. So the cool thing about this charger is it grabs it from the side. So in theory, I think it's gonna work. I should be able to just drop it in like this, and it'll hold it on the side, and it's charging. So then you can just leave your wallet part flipped back like this. So we'll see how well it holds up. A lot of wireless chargers I've used, they always overheat, constantly overheating. In the wintertime, if you got your defrost on, it's blowing heat on the charger, overheats. In the summertime, if it's in the sun, on the dash, it's overheating. So we'll see how it holds up. But I'm pretty excited about that. I don't have to take my case off anymore. I just drop it in, and it's good to go. So hopefully that works. Try it out with this. Get my fingers out of the way. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even put it in there square, and it's working. So straighten it out a little bit. Go into your car, slap it on there. Yeah, I'm gonna like that. Got a little button down here, you just touch it. A little harder, I guess. And then there it is. I'm pretty excited about that. Don't have to take my phone out of the case anymore. Yeah, so the camera. Stick around, I'm gonna do some videos exclusively with this in the next week, and test out the camera on it, see how it is. And I'll probably play around with the gimbal here. This is the Zion Smooth 5. Is that how you say it? But pretty cool little thing. Right, so there we go. So I'm pretty excited about that. Set it up on a tripod. I don't know if you can see that. Because I do videos by myself, so I need all the help I can get. So there's my camera guy. Oh, he lost me. Oh no, he found it again. See? That's pretty cool. He was able to find it. So my final thoughts on the phone, it is really nice. And it's worth the upgrade, especially for me coming from the Note 9. but I wasn't that excited about it as I was with this phone. This was like mind-blowing. It's awesome. I love this phone. And then I got this one here, the Note 5, and even this was exciting for me because you got the wireless charging. Which I thought was pretty awesome. I pretty much use wireless charging exclusively, especially working in like construction. I'm always filling these ports up with garbage. So after a while, it just doesn't plug in. You have to constantly grab a pick and clean the things out, and then you're breaking the connectors. So wireless charging for me is almost exclusive. Another quick thing about the S Pen. This one had the best S Pen. Had no little clicker, and just a regular old button that doesn't do anything unless you're like right on the screen. You know what I mean? If you're right on the screen, this one's still here. Not broken. This one's gone. I had a couple replacements for this one because the clicker breaks. This one, it's in there, but it doesn't come out. If I need to get that out, and I love the S Pen. I used to use it all the time, especially with like maps. I'll show you in a second. But to get this S Pen out, I have to tap the hell out of it, nearly break your hand. But the S Pens, they don't last. The clicking mechanism just doesn't stay working. Here we go. So that's how you get the S Pen out. I'm pretty sure that's how I broke that corner. So pull this out, and this was like fancy. Like this had like a wireless charger built into it, and you could use it as a remote for like PowerPoint presentations and stuff. But yeah, so like maps, it was pretty cool. So give you an example. If I had to go to a job over here, we'll just pick out this guy's random house here. You know, I could take a screenshot of this and I could tell someone, you know, you're going to drive your truck down this road here and then pull in here, and I want you to park right there. You know, that's perfect. You know, I would use that all the time on like describing where a job was or something, because a lot of times, you know, when you start a job, at least for me in the construction, I mean, it's going to look like this, like, oh, there's trees there, but there's not trees there right now. It's a dirt pile. So you're going to tell them, you know, you're going to come down this road, take a screenshot of it. Come down here, turn in here, and then right over here is the entrance, and here's the job right here. You know, it makes it perfect. Just so simple. Or another example is here's a job that I'm doing right now, putting a stair in. I don't know if you can see it, but if I needed to explain something, you know, I can screen write this. I could tell someone, all right, from this wall over to this wall, you know, I got 35.5 feet, you know, or I need this pocket right here, you know, 6 inches by 12 inches, you know, that pocket, you know, and then I can just send that, because how else would he explain that? You know, there it is, boom, done, sent. This is what I need. If there was an issue with something, you know, I could take a picture of whatever it is and I could highlight exactly what the issue is. You know, this is wrong. You know, right here. That's why I love this. It was awesome. But, like I was saying, clicker don't work. Never does. It works for a couple months, and then they stop clicking. And that one there, I replaced the clicker like 3 times, and every single time the clicker just doesn't work. Just stuck. You know, this one is stuck inside. Won't pop back out. I didn't even try the clicker on this one. Let's give it a try. Still up here. We're gonna do this together. Oh, that thing's pissed. Should have shut that off. That thing's pissed. Alright, so we're gonna do it together. I haven't even messed with it. Yeah, see? That's nice. Oh, it's black. Wow, that looks very similar to the old one. So yeah, that isn't that nice? That's a nice click. You do that too many times? Because it seems cool. Oh yeah, got a little clicker, can play with it. It's gonna break. Always does. Every one of them, except for the first one that didn't have this clicker. You know, all right, relax, I got it. You know, it's nice because, you know, it hides in there, just disappears. Whereas this one had this recess. You know, this little spot right there, you have to pry it out. But look at that. And it works. It works perfect. Perfect. Because what else do you need it for? Okay. You know how many PowerPoint presentations I did with that? 0. So I wonder if this button works. Ah, it does. See? Look at that. So, screen right. So here's a Best Buy. So yeah, so I could tell someone, you're going to come down in here, drive behind the building. It's behind the building, the job. There you go. Because otherwise, people, some idiots, they're just going to go in the front. Oh, I don't know where you are. Here you go. Send this to them. Boom. That's where you're going. That's where you're going. That's where I am. That's what's awesome. I love it. So, how did I get this phone? Because like I said, I pre-ordered it from Best Buy like a month before the launch. And it let me pre-order it. And it said that I could pick it up on launch day, which I think was Friday the 25th. So a couple days before the launch day, I don't hear anything. It just says processing. So on the Friday the 25th, the day that I was told I could pick it up from the store, I went there. We don't have your phone. Okay, well, where is it? We don't know. Well, can you give me a estimated time of arrival? We have no information, they said. Okay. Got no emails, no notifications, no nothing. I gave it an entire day, and then I emailed the customer service. They weren't able to give me any information. They told me give it 48 hours. I gave it another day. Emailed them back, what's going on? So all I got out of it was they oversold the phone. They weren't expecting as so many people to buy it, and they didn't have it. It's all right. I mean, I went on some like online forums. I even managed to get on like a Best Buy employee Reddit, and like employees were complaining about, you know, how customers were upset about, you know, we don't have our phones and this and that, and we don't understand how pre-ordering works and like inventory and this and that. Okay, I mean, I get it. Why just sell me the phone though? I can't go get an RTX, 3080. Those are sold out. I mean, You told me a day. You told me the 25th I would have my phone. You took my money. If you didn't have the stock, why'd you let me buy it? It sounds to me like it's a problem between Best Buy and Samsung. I think someone dropped the ball. You took my money. You told me I was going to have it on a certain day. That day came and went. If they did that in construction, you get penalized. You get fined. You broke a contract. If I don't pay my bill on the day, you whack me a fine. Someone at Best Buy and Samsung should have coordinated and found out how many phones are we getting. Okay, this is how many we can sell. How do you oversell a phone? I don't know. Not the end of the world, but don't tell me I'm going to get something on a day and it's not there. You were happy to take my money. So, I don't know. But anyways, the way I ended up getting it, the store never contacted me. I ended up finally, I went on the app and I seen that I was able to change instead of store pickup to ship it instead. So, I gave it like a full week. No contact from Best Buy telling me when I was going to get it. Click on it, still says processing. We'll email you when the order ships. Okay. And so I ended up changing it to ship it to me instead. And before I finalized it, it said I could have it by Tuesday. This was a Sunday that I did it. So I changed it. And Monday afternoon, I got a shipping confirmation that it was on its way, and it was here on Tuesday. So, if anyone's still waiting for their local store to let them know what the deal is, that's how I ended up getting mine. I just shipped it to my house. The reason I went with Best Buy was because I have the Total Tech. Because when I bought the drone, I crashed the drone, and I ended up fixing the drone, but I went back to Best Buy. I was talking to one of the employees about, the warranty coverage and this and that, and he was like, well, why don't you just sign up for Total Tech? He's like, it's $200 a year, and you can put it all under, this Total Tech thing, free replacements. So I signed up for the Total Tech. And he was like, oh yeah, and you bought this sound bar back in November. We can add that to it too. So he returned that, added the sound bar onto it, with the drone, the GoPro, this and that. So that's why I went with Best Buy to buy the phone. Because buy the phone, I can have it right on the Total Tech. You don't have to deal with all these other extended warranties through these companies. Everything is just right through Best Buy. Which is, it's smart at Best Buy because literally any electronic thing I'm going to be purchasing through Best Buy. Everything pretty much. So I ended up buying this camera that I'm shooting on. It's the A7 III Sony. And it's what they had in stock. So, I already had it in my head. I looked at what they had for inventory. I went down there. I talked to a manager. I'm like, hey, what's up with the pre-order? I pre-ordered it. The phone's not here. And, I complained a little bit, and I told him, look, I want that camera over there, that A7 III. What kind of deal can you give me? And he gave me a decent deal on it. So I'm not going to complain too much. But yeah, even this camera, boom. Total Tech, got the Rode mic on it. That's all covered, with the Total Tech. So that's why I went with Best Buy. So that about does it. Thanks for watching. Stick around, and I got a updated video on the computer I got to do. I got to do a video on a month and a half later on YouTube and that experience. And I got some camera stuff I can do a video on. So, thanks.